Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to Season 4, Episode 4 of Rebuilding Schalke. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up, really helps my channel, and I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate all my patrons. If you want to become one of them, become a legend, you can find the link to that down below in the description. Now, I was excited for this year. The last 2 years, a bit of a deja vu, wasn't it really? Nearly there in the league, and we've won the Pokal back to back. But I had a young team, and anyone who's watched my stuff for a long time knows I always like to go down that route. I like young players. I think they play without fear, and I wanted to do it again. Regens are coming around. I had one of the best youth teams I've ever had on the game in the history of the game. They're dominating in every way, nearly. So I wanted to promote some of them. I wanted to bring in some youth with a bit more talent, if I could. Because it's hard, really. Even though we're in the Champions League, it is tough to try and attract the big players, but I didn't want to do that. I want to do it my way. But is it going to work? Now, we're going to start here first. On the money page at the 1st of August, I've made the majority of my transfers. There's a couple of smaller players still to leave. There's a player I end up getting after this as well, which I didn't expect to get. But at this moment in time, I pretty much thought it was set, really. And I'd brought in 100 million and I'd spent just over 100 million. So for now, he's still my number one. It's Nick Pope. I did think about maybe getting a better keeper, and if we do a 5th season, I definitely think I'll try my best. We'll see. Now, our backup keeper for the last few years, it was time for him to go. He was a decent backup. Got 2.1 million for him from Atalanta, so good luck to him. Now, I'm not even going to attempt to say his name, and I signed him from Hajduk Split, a team I know quite well. I've been the manager there on a journeyman. He wasn't a wonder kid when I signed him, but he's had this fantastic season in the youth team. And look at him. The kid needs to get promoted. First, it's onto the left backs, and it's all new in that position this season. Now, we had this guy on for 2 years. I signed him last year for quite a bit of money, to be fair, but he was kicking off about several things. And I brought in a new left back, and then I realised I had a very good young one. So I thought, do you know what? You're 30 years old. Let's get you off the wage bill. Jordan Amavi, he's also left. He's a guy I brought in. Never really got in the team again. He's getting to that close to 30. He wanted to leave. We've signed Owen, and I signed him initially to be my number one left back. I like him. He's young. We got him from Real Sociedad. It's cost me 27 million eventually. Now, he's one of the director of football's signings, and he wasn't a wonder kid again. He wasn't a wonder kid when we brought him in. Brent van der Voorde, 18-year-old Belgian. Yeah, that youth team was awesome last year. At right back, there's been one change. You'll see that in a sec, but pretty much no change, if you know what I mean. Now, Brandon Williams is now into his 3rd season with us on loan, and I offered to buy him, but they wanted 68 million. Not happening. So I went for another loan. They said, yeah. This chap I signed a couple of years ago. He's had a good few games. He's 25 years old. We got him from Ajax. And he's all right. I mean, he never, ever really moans or anything. Out the door, though, was Jordan. Brought him in. Didn't really work. He went out on loan last year, and now they've decided to sign him as well. So good luck to him. At centre-half, we've still got Eric Garcia. He's been great for me, and he's just growing and growing. We've still got Nikola Milenkovic, 25-year-old, 6'5", beast of a Serbian. Sebastian is still going to be like my 3rd choice centre-half. He's definitely up there. Going into his 2nd year. Great squad player, worth a lot of money as well, and he's only 24. Our new boy is this boy. Now, he's not a wonder kid yet, but you know that can change. It's Elvis Curry, and he had so much interest. He was wanted by United, the usual big boys. None of them came in for him. He can use both feet. He's 6 foot, which is big, but not mega massive. But this young Albanian cost me 1.4 million. Of course, someone had to go, and it was Mr. Ketchup. That's what I've been calling him. Yeah, it didn't really work out for the young German. He didn't really play. He wanted to go into the middle of the park, and Weston stayed. Club captain, great player. Obviously, we didn't have him the 1st season. He was out on loan at Juventus, but he's been great since he's come back. Scott McTominay staying for at least one more year. He is more of a squad player. And one of the reasons why we've recouped so much money is because of sold Renato Sanchez. He actually asked to leave. Got 38 million from him. He's going to Inter Milan. I mean, I quite liked him. I had him at Spurs, but it kind of didn't really work for him, really. So I was happy to cash in. The other player to leave was Roberto. Been solid for me, to be fair. But I wanted to freshen things up. and we've got about 15 million from him. Now I can't remember off the top of my head if I mentioned I was trying to sign him, I was interested in signing him, but we signed Ruben Neves. He was transfer listed, he wanted to leave Wolves and wanted to come to a top club and play Champions League football. He's great on this game. And one of those changes was this: we've signed Ryan Gravenberch. Can't say that name. What a player. Now, I initially signed him, this world-class midfielder from Ajax, to play here. That was where he was going to play, but you'll see things change. Still got Oscar, going to be a squad player. He's alright. He's alright. He's a good player, to be fair. Now, this one may shock you because I've bummed him throughout the entire series. Absolutely adore the guy. In 3 years he was here, he got better and better. Last year was his best average rating, goals, assists. He was fantastic, but his contract was running out, and at that age I never have players that old. Over to the left, and similar to the Williams thing, this is now his 3rd year on loan here, and I put in a bid for him and they wanted 128 million. They don't want him, they're outpricing him, but they're happy for me to loan him again. Leaving us is Brecalo. Good player. I'm surprised City wanted him. City paid 30 million for him. To replace him though, we've been shopping in South America. I've done a bit of that. And signed Thales Magno. A winger, got a good bit of potential. Good little player, great backup. Now over to the right, and we've still got Karim, who had loads of interest. I think Arsenal still after him at this point. Luckily for us, he signed a new deal, although he wanted a minimum fee of like 76 million. I like him, but I'm going to play him on that right hand side this year. Backing him up again this year is going to be Rabbit Matondo, the little Welshman. Super fast. Quality player to have in the squad. Also, I've promoted Andy. Good little prospect, 19-year-old Belgian. I think he signed a year or two ago. Going forward, we've still got our George, the kid. Love him, 21 years old. I would like him to score a few more goals, but he still scores a lot. I don't know, I just wish he scored a couple more. But yeah, great player. And to help him out, and only signed, I think, 15 million. I think it was a minimum fee. We've got Marcos Leonardo, who is Brazilian, 20 years old, and apparently is a wonder kid. I'd argue that, but not a bad little backup striker. We also sold Hamed as well. I know a few people said he's a good player on the game, but I wasn't really feeling it. Didn't score enough. Played quite a few games, just didn't score enough for me. We had an amazing pre-season. We went on tour to the States, although I can't believe we drew with Rio Grande Valley. A bit disappointing. And then we had a training camp in Switzerland. So, yeah, fantastic. Some great games. Great bonding for the new boys. When it came to expectations, they're still not piling it on me. First round knockout Champions League. Only the semi-final of the Pokal, even though we've won that back-to-back. In the Super Cup again, although that's not important. I would like to do well in that this year. We'll see. And then just get into the Champions League. That's all they want. Just be consistent Champions League, even into the future. That is all they want. I want to win it. And again, we predicted to be third behind our rival, Dortmund, our arch rival, aren't they? And then Bayern are favourites, but there's been a change. There was a few managerial changes, and sometimes that creates a domino effect. Bayern's manager has left to go Atletico Madrid, which I found crazy, and they've got Pochettino. I did want to beat that guy because it's been so close the last 2 years. That would have been nice, but he's gone. And now I'm going up against Poch, who has signed Griezmann. Quick look at the squad though, just to show you the age of this team now. Now Pope's 31. We've got Neves at 26, but that's not really that old, is it? And then look at the rest. It goes down to 20s, early 20s. Very young, but with so much potential. But as someone said once, you can't win anything with kids. And then Manchester United went up and won the title. Are we going to do the same, or have we made a massive mistake? Well, we got revenge for last year in the Super Cup. It wasn't easy. I mean, it was 2-2, pretty even game to be fair. And then we won on penalties, which, you know, is a lottery. But I don't feel like I have made a mistake. I always think kids play without fear on this game. I really do think I've had most of my success when I finally get a few years into it and get a young team together. Now, this is the player I was talking about. Now, I've got on my little scouting list, and I don't know how I missed him initially, but I was just like having one last look through, really. we had good money. We had money to spend. He's only cost me 19.5 million minimum fee from Club Brugge. Another Belgian, another young Belgian. And I just think he's got the potential to be great. And he was like that last minute buy really, but I know his potential stars aren't maxed out, but you know, he's a wonder kid, got loads of flair, off the ball's great, and all the framework to be a superstar. Let's jump over to the Pokal, our defence of our Pokal. It's ours now, isn't it? We won it twice. And yeah, that first game I give guys a go, right? And we won 7-0. I think one game I might A-team it, but I've won it twice. I really wanted to focus on the league. And this was the game where I pretty much part of the best team I could at the time. And you'll see here, look, I signed him to originally play there, but he's more suited there. So it kind of worked out perfectly, really. I could not be happier with the work I've put into this series, and this save was here. January the 1st, we were sitting top of the Bundesliga, ahead of Bayern by 8 points. Only lost one game. I mean, what? Dortmund are dominating the goals. Look at the state of that. I mean, of course, they're at the top of the goal scoring charts. We'll have a look where they are defence wise. But, you know, we're doing okay. It doesn't matter if we're at the top of this. We're winning games. And we're winning games because we've got the best defence. That centre-half partnership now, I think they're into the 3rd season together. Are fantastic. Pope's a great keeper in this league, and we're definitely building from the back. What's insane is this though. I've got to share this with you. Salary. I mean, look at Bayern Munich's salary a year, and then look at everyone else's. That's a Premier League salary. That's the kind of salaries the big clubs in the Prem pay. And then next it's Dortmund with 80 and us with 77. But we just started fantastic and carried that on. Weirdly, let's just get this out of the way. You can't explain this game. On my Tame Valley series, if you watch that, there's certain games we have punched above our weight and beaten a Liverpool and then got our arse handed to us on a plate off Burnley or something. So that's just a minor blip. Look at the rest of it. Look at all the clean sheets. We beat Bayern Munich. We won the derby 1-0. Leverkusen we drew with, the old cup rival of ours. We beat Leipzig. I mean, this form's title winning form. Just need to keep it up. Over to the squad arranged by average rating, and I mean, look at some of that. I mean, even the guys who only play a little bit are playing fantastic football. Let's just go to the goals. You know, he is a goal every other game kind of striker. I don't know, I love him, but I just wish he scored that little bit more. Ruben Neves, sitting back in midfield, has scored me 9. I mean, Karim's not doing a bad job out wide this year on the right hand side. Sacco on the left. I mean, it's just got youth and talent and promise. This club and this squad, keep it together, will do mint great things. Over to the Champions League though, and we were in Group E, and look who we got. Our rival Manchester United, who've knocked us out of it the last 2 years and have been tough as shit to do that. Now, they won the group and were undefeated, but they didn't beat us. We actually drew with United twice. We were undefeated as well, to be fair. But look, we drew 2-2 and 1-1. That is progress in my eyes. That is progress. The 3 games we won. What a test we've got in the next one. Liverpool, top of the Premier League. This series is about the Champions League. If we ever win it, as long as I carry it on, I don't know how long it's going to last. That'd be fantastic to win a European trophy. I want to make Germany blue. I want that Bundesliga. By April 1st, we were definitely on target to do that, and our arch rival Dortmund are second. And I've said this in the past, Bayern tend to dip a bit sometimes. They go through a transitional period. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And they're still a very, very good team. But I feel like we're growing, and they've got me as manager doing things, and they've got the computer, unfortunately. And I wanted to go neck and neck with them, but I just don't feel like they've got it in their locker this year. I mean, look how far behind us they are. It is quite cool that it's Dortmund there. I mean, don't ever rule Bayern out. They've got class. But, yeah, I mean, my youth philosophy, I've said this a million times. I think it works. Now, after the winter break, we again went on this fantastic run, and we've only lost against Dortmund. Gutted. You don't like losing derbies, do you? The fans don't like it. But we drew with Bayern as well. But we're just doing well. We're just consistently a good team. And they're so young. Honestly, if you played this save now for years and years and years, I think they would win a Champions League one day. It's just about keeping them together and building the stature of this club, which in my last few years of being in the Champions League has gone up and up and up. I think we jumped 30 places or something silly at one point. Now obviously there's a lot of teams still ahead of us. Liverpool are at the top there, but I'm very happy with that. I mean, Dortmund are above us. They should be. Bayern are still a third. Where we faltered though was here, and I did B-team this game. Maybe my drive's gone a bit. My focus is not on it at all. That's why I B-teamed it. I give guys a game, as you can tell. And we got our ass kicked. In the Champions League at home, we got battered off Liverpool. I mean, come on. We at the minute, we are the freaking daddies of the Bundesliga. We are a great team in Germany, but maybe that youth doesn't translate into Europe. And in the second leg, we got beat. We got beat 6-3 and aggregate 3-2 on the day. It is what it is. Knocked out in the first round again. I think we got to the quarters 1 year. In my first year, I think that was. We went out at this stage last year as well. So this is something to work on, isn't it? So with us out of everything apart from the league, it was all focused on that, and it was going to take a lot maybe to knock us off. I'll have a look at the table in a sec, but this is the squad, and I'm really, really impressed with some of these guys. I mean, George, great striker. Marcus, the backup, he scores when he plays. I've just been focusing, trying to put out the best team every single game. But this is awesome. We've secured our Champions League spot, and obviously a lot of games to go. Dortmund are still in second, but it was just going to take a monumental fuck up, and I didn't think we were going to do that. I just couldn't see us doing it. I mean, if you come to the home page, we've just been top of the league forever. For us to falter now, I'd be very angry, but anything can happen. So we need to jump forward and let's get into the business end. So here we are, and it's the business end of the season, but it's not the end of the season, and I'm a little confused. I'm never the best on maths and working out stuff, but according to this, Schalke are potentially just one match away from becoming Bundesliga champions, needing just a draw against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now yesterday, our rival Dortmund beat Bayern Munich 1-0, and we obviously have the game in hand, and we are 9 points clear. Now if we win, we'd be 12 points clear. If we draw, we'll only be 10 points. But I'm pretty sure there's 3 games left. So I don't know how it works out, but I'm going to take it. Let's get into the game. So here we are. We're at home with a chance to win the league, apparently. I'm still not 100% sure how, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Very excited, but this is a good opponent. We've already beat them 2-1 this year, but they're 4th. They're going for that Champions League, so let's see if we can do it. But yeah, I'm just not that clever on the maths, because I'm sure it works out on goal difference, and Dortmund's is better. I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to take their word for it. So we have kicked off here, and I'm excited. It's been a fantastic year. Got some cracking little players. And I'm just going to go off the views, really, see how you guys feel. I think it's just a matter of time before we pick up this title this season, and that was my main aim. That was my minimum aim. But we're so young, and we're going to have money, and I think I could still add to this team. So if you guys still watch and you all get involved in the comments and push for that 5th season, I think I'll play it. I mean, it's Neves, great player, man. He's been a difference for us, especially in the middle. Just stronger, got more quality than what we've had in the past. Great ball. Oh, great finish. There we go. Fontaine, the new guy to Saka. Oh, nearly 2 quick-fire goals. But Kareem's going to keep it. He's got it back. Puts it into the box. Oh, my God, Van der Voort. Great little left back. He's just signing a new deal as well, so very happy with that. I do want to apologise if I'm talking quite low. I can't cheer too loud. Again, I'm filming very late at night. But as well, I always plan ahead, and I know my next rebuild, I think it'll be great. It's in a new country. It's not Germany. It's not England. It's one of them rebuilds that could take 6-7 years, really, with a great club that really needs a rebuild, a former huge club. But I love this save. I want to keep playing it, really. But it all depends on you, really. It all depends on you. So get involved. Let me know what you think. There's Neves spraying it out to Williams. Could we actually buy Williams this summer? That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? But it is the Schalke show, and pretty much most of the games in the Bundesliga have been the Schalke show, apart from our ass kicking. That 6-2 defeat. Still can't get my head around that. Anyway, here's Mr. George. How did that go in? It's like a 2 mile an hour. Well, it's half time. And as it stands, apparently, we're looking like we could be champs. I do like Schalke, and what's happening to him in real life is pretty sad. It's been a pleasure, man. This is a great club, great potential that you can have a lot of fun with on Football Manager. You should try them out. Really, really should. Ooh. Okay, made one change. Garcia's come on at centre half. Not a lot happening in this second half at all. But I think, it's job done. The boys aren't pushing themselves. So good old extended highlights is giving me absolutely nothing to share with you. Not making any more changes. Ignoring everything. Let's just let the guys run it out. Here we go, though. What's happening here? Don't tell me they're going to get themselves a consolation. They have been shocking. We've not seen a thing from them. Not one thing. But they're trying. They're not giving up here. What's this all about? Here's Ozan for them. Oh, no, not having it. And there we go, it's full time. We haven't got a trophy though. But apparently we won the league. Well, there you go, we are champions of the Bundesliga. And why did I have 12 points in my head? I'm not going to lie to you, alright? It's 1 AM. I'm very tired. I thought it was 12 points. It's not. We're 12 points clear, but there's only 9 points left. Have a word with yourself, Bood. So in the last 3 games, we drew, won and drew, but I did beat him. I give guys game time, but we'd already done it. So proud of this young team. 11 points clear at the top. Dortmund in second, Bayern in third, and Borussia Mönchengladbach in fourth. And there's still playoffs and stuff to happen. I'm going to jump forward and we'll just finish it up. So in the Pokal, Wolfsburg took our trophy, beating Hertha Berlin 2-0. This next one, though, drives me personally to do another season, because our arch rival Borussia Dortmund just beat Liverpool in the Champions League final. Now, I was saying, we're not really a European side, but we just dominated the Bundesliga and dominated Dortmund, but they're European champions. We need to fix this. The kids, though, done me proud again. Look at that goal difference. I think last year was it 122, this year 127. They again won the Junior Pokal, and remember, this is a squad that I've taken players out of. We had a decent youth intake, but they're on fire and they got better. They won the German Youth Cup. I mean, the future is definitely blue. And they did the clean sweep, beating Real Madrid in the UEFA League. I mean, this is crazy. Schalke, I got told Schalke had great youth, great setup. We've got great staff. I've got great youth staff. I'm so excited. We need to do it, don't we? I think it's setting it. Season 5 is happening. There we have it. That is the end of Season 4, Episode 4. Hopefully you enjoyed it enough to smash that thumbs up. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new. Go and watch my Tame Valley series if you've got nothing else to do. And I was umming and ahhing, but I think watching Dortmund become European champions and knowing how good my team is and could be, I think that's got to be the goal. We've got to go for it next year. It's got to be about that, hasn't it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Get involved. I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. Apologies again for my shit maths. I'm stupid, but I love you, and hopefully you'll forgive me. Anyway, I hope you're happy, I hope you're safe, and I hope you join me for the next one. We're doing it. We go again. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.